Now, the first topic today we are going to discuss is GPS. GPS means Global Positioning System. We all have got GPS facility in our smartphone. Also, most of them are having in their vehicles, that is car. Now, the Global Positioning System is a satellite based navigation system consisting of a network of 24 orbiting satellites that are 11,000 nautical miles in space and in 6 different orbital paths. The satellites are constantly moving, making 2 complete orbits around the earth in just 24 hours. These all things are worth knowing. It will increase your general knowledge. Now, some applications of GPS are mentioned below. It is used in agriculture, then it is also used in disaster management. Besides, it used in military purpose, tracking deliveries of shipment, and recovery of stolen properties. So, first thing we have a look in the field of agriculture. Okay, from satellite we get the images of the land, which part of the land is fertile, which salts are there in the soil. This is all information. The size and shape of the land which we are having, this is all type of data we get from here. Agriculture, it is used for measuring areas, preparation of digital maps and preparation of digital land ownership maps. See, these all things. Then next topic is search and rescue, that is disaster management. It is used in search and rescue operations. For example, lost hikers and adventurous person buried under the debris or underwater can be found if he is having a cell phone or GPS and GPS is on in that system, then you will be able to look at that person. So, in that case also GPS is very much helpful. So, in rescue operation of a hiker, you can see if a hiker has lost somewhere here, then he can't give the perfect address that I am near Goga circle, come and pick me up. No, everything looks the same. So, in such circumstances only GPS could be helpful. Then in disaster management, that is earthquake, okay, rescue operations of operation of people buried under the debris. There also from the, if GPS is all, we can make out that somebody is there under the debris, then underwater also. Then next thing is usage of GPS in military. It is used in different aircrafts like fighter plane. Here you can see the image of a fighter plane. Aerial tankers, these are tankers. It is having fuel in it, and from this it can fill fuel in the other planes in the air. Then it is used in the bombers, etc. for accurate identification of position of targets as well as the aircrafts. It is also used to give proper location in the map. Here this is the image of a bomber, okay, to locate the plane or tent or anything, to shoot on them. GPS is very much helpful. Then in the navy ship also, it is used for the same purpose and also for the navigation. In the mid of the ocean, how will you come to know where you are and in which direction you are moving? So, in that circumstances GPS is very much helpful. Now, tracking deliveries of shipment. Okay. Most of the courier services uses GPS tracking system to track their consignment. Same way transport companies also use it to track their vehicle, and by just entering the consignment number you get the exact detail at which time it was picked up and where is it reached, or if it is delivered then it shows delivered, right. So, in most of the courier services uses GPS tracking system. Then you can also fit a GPS in truck or in your motorcycle or in your car. So, next thing is, by fitting a GPS you will be able to recover your stolen property. With the help of GPS, exact location of the stolen vehicle could be tracked. Same way useful in tracking stolen mobile, right. You have to fix it in a hidden place under your car or somewhere like that way, and then you can track that vehicle. Fine. So, we complete this topic over here. Now, the next topic we are going to discuss is emerging trends in storage devices. Here you can see the photographs of different storage devices, right. Now, we are familiar with file and server application. It is such an application where one machine works as a resource provider while the other works as the resource user. A file server is a machine that does login authentication for the users. The access to such resources is slow as the processor allows restricted access to a file resource. Now, see, these all things are very interesting and I am able to teach you all this thing in detail, but as I had mentioned in the last video, nowadays you are not taking interest in learning anything from what I am teaching. So, I am going fast. Why to waste your and my time? But today we make the use of USB supported external hard drive to create additional storage of our data. But managing such external devices is cumbersome. The following sections discusses about some recent trends in data storage devices. These all things are new for you. First thing is NAS, network attached storage, network attached storage. So, NAS is a hard disk based storage device. Each hard disk has its individual IP address. Now, here different hard disks are fit in one single rack, okay, and each hard disk has got its own unique IP address. One or more hard disks can be used, which can save anything, such as it can store music, files, images, anything. It is connected to the LAN, local area network. We can connect to NAS and access our data directly from it without any longer process. Now, see, for example, in the computer lab, instead of putting separate CPUs for all the computers or putting separate hard disk for all the computer, it could use this technology also. In many of the schools, this technology is used. Many devices such as laptop, smartphone, telephone, etc. can be easily accessed to it, and it's easily at the same time access to its fine. Now, next thing is storage area network, SAN. You can see the image here of SAN technology. We will discuss in detail. So, what is this? As the name suggests, it is a dedicated network for storage which provides access to consolidated, it is block level storage device. It allows an application server to have uniform access to different storage devices like hard disk arrays, tape libraries, and optical storage devices. SAN is a type of local area network that is designed to handle large data transfers. It supports operation like data storage, retrieval, and replication. Here you can see the model of storage area network, SAN, right. See, this is the mail server application. We start from here. These are the different operating systems used in different computers. Then switches are there. Then WAN or LAN is there. Then application server. and it is connected like this way. You can see in the diamond type of pattern with the RAID storage options and tapes, anything, not all of them. Now, online storage options, we all know, in the previous video also I had explained you online storage option, cloud storage. With the advent of cloud computing facility, we have also got a lot of online storage options. It can be used for both personal as well as business use. The main benefit is we can access data from any part of the world. The free online storage options available are A Drive, Microsoft Live Sky Drive, ForShared, Mozi, DIV Share, etc. iBackup and Amazon 3 are examples of paid storage options. You also get the paid storage option which is more secure. So, here you can see the logo of all this free storage thing. From these names which were given in the textbook, all are not in use, but we are more familiar with Dropbox. I do not need to explain you anything if I use this word Dropbox, right? We all are using. Then this is paid version, that is Amazon and iBackup. Now, in the next video we will be studying computer controlled devices. This video we complete over here. Thank you.